American Farm Bureau Convention here in Austin, Texas, the 101st annual convention. Shane Isney is with us from the, I would say, Badger Greenbush Middle River area, because I know that's the school district up there, and
Yep.
Shane on the state board. What's some of your takeaways from this convention so far that you've absorbed and witnessed?
I think mostly is the everybody's looking forward to what's coming up. A little more optimism, with these free trade agreements and being signed and close to being ratified. I think that's guys that I've talked to, everybody I've talked to seems to come out of it very positive. Looking forward to the future. We needed some wins in agriculture. We got a couple. I mean, we always need more, but I think everybody's pretty optimistic.
President Trump, you were there last night, as I think the entire Minnesota delegation of 60-plus people were there. Your takeaways from what he talked about?
I think by showing up for his third year in a row, I think he showed a commitment to rural America. I mean, he's done more than any other president in the past 20 years. I mean, we hadn't had a president since George Bush the first. So I think it's a really good indication of his commitment, like I said, and that he really does care about farmers and agriculture and wants us to be prosperous. So.
I think there's a lot of cautious optimism for 2020 and maybe even more so for 2021.
Yep. I think, it's a good first step. I think most people are going to want to see results, see China and Mexico and Canada in there buying a lot of our products. I think until then, the proof's in the pudding. You want to see, we got it signed on the dotted line, but until we actually see those sales, I think people are going to be cautious.
Shane Isney is with us from northern Minnesota area. Concerns for your people that you talk to back home, what are they going to be asking about as you come back and report in on this convention?
Yeah, the concern is still trade. Trade's still the big topic, and they want to know if we heard any, you always wonder if there's details and things, but, we basically have to tell them, hey, keep rolling along. We're gonna try to get this thing ratified, finished up, and phase 2 actually is a very important part of this. And a lot of those tariffs won't leave until phase 2 is completed. So I think there's optimism. I think I come away from it, from this convention, with a positive attitude and tell my fellow people in agriculture that look ahead. I think there's brighter things ahead. So
I talked to Mr. Salmonson from the Farm Bureau national staff, and I asked, do we know for sure what phase 1 is going to cover? And he says, no, we don't. That has not been announced yet. It's coming, and that's part of why phase 2 will be pretty important.
Yep. No, our work's not done, and as part of Farm Bureau, we're an advocacy group that keeps pushing and keeps looking for better things for agriculture. And I think we can celebrate a few wins we had, but we need to keep moving. We need to keep working towards ratifying phase 2 and keeping the ball rolling. So.
All of these things, plus let's hope for a good growing season this year. We could use one again.
Absolutely. One of the things about being here is networking with other people from all over the country and all over the state of Minnesota. Everybody really struggled in 2019, and I think everybody's ready to put that growing season in the back pocket. Let's start off 2020 fresh and hope for better things. So.
Shane Isney from northern Minnesota, thank you for joining us here at the American Farm Bureau Convention.
Well, thank you, Jim. I know this is your third year in a row, and we sure appreciate you coming with us and coming to this event and doing a great job. So.
Thank you so much. We're here at Austin, Texas, the American Farm Bureau National Convention. We're in the trade show. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but of course Shane lives not that far from Canada. What's behind us? The Canadian booth is behind us. So anyway, all of those tie-ins. We're here from Austin, Texas.